at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now. 55 base. Check 55 to Mike. Don't let him breathe.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On second down, here's Haskins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. 79 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Break. 51. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Fight.
They'll run on first down. Taylor takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 27-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Cut. Alert 3. Alert 3. Check. Kill. Check.
They'll run with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Go. Check 33. Coming. I'm coming. Hey, check like 33. Watch the run. Go out. Undercrunch. Rush in. Ready.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. A gain of 8 and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And now time will be called here as we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check. 61. Matchbox lights. You got tight. You got tight right there. Switch.
Taylor. And an alley to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Hey, box drop. Mark set 33. X3. 218, chopper. Big dash. Come. Switch.
To throw on 3rd down, Ryan. And an alley to run. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Second down, Haskins. Going right side here, and that's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Slam, slam, slam. Check it back up.
Looking to throw on second down. Beasley. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Beasley. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 25, check 25, check 25. SOS, SOS, SOS. SOS, SOS, SOS. 22, jet, cover. 22, jet, cover.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Beasley. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
I'm scared. Watch twins. Watch twins. General West. 951. 951. Leo. Come on, QB. Come on. Slam, slam, slam. Alert flag, alert flag.
To throw again is Ryan. And a throw right sideline is complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 38-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7.
Next to score, Redskins 14, Cowboys 7. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Watch the run, watch the run.
On first down, Combs. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Haskins flushed out right. Now he'll let it go. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
Now, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Here's Haskins. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
On the double. Mike 51. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Out. No.
On 1st and 10, Beasley. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Number 87. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 23-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Check. Lucky.
Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Sam up. Pass it. Go. Watch the ship.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Check. Crouch. Over. Crouch. Bang.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Protein spill. Hey, high 7.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack.
Check safety, check safety.
They run with Taylor. And an alley to run. He's at the 30. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 26. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high. Check 13, check 13. Hey, seam 6, seam 6. 5.
Here's Ryan. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Hey, Echo. Slide. Hey, lock it. Check 20. Go.
On 2nd and 12, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Play action. It's Ryan. Ryan hit, and he lost the football, and the Redskins scoop it. Does the big boy have the juice? And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
He's crashing. He's trapped. Kill.
They'll run on 1st down. Combs trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 11-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Not today, you are. Not today. Check 4. Check 99.
Here's Geis. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Play action. Haskins sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Ryan. Looking sideline, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Ryan. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Get it. 60 or. Right there, 56. Come on. You got it.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. On 3rd down, Beasley. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
I don't care how many times we say it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 27-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now a give right side. It's Taylor. And he's got room. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game as his guys are back within a single score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that will shave one more off this lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the 29, Haskins. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Haskins will keep it on the sneak, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. The Redskins send out their punter, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
We got to step it up. Check 24. Check 24. He's coming. Double up. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Look. Squeeze.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. Taking a shot for Samuel. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give the Redskins 13 there and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll run with Geis. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Geis. And Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick here is good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick. Right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Got it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Check.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They're going to need some therapy after this. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Watch the curl. Rush in.
Hey, Haywood.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, it's Ryan. Throwing left side, it's complete. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Yo, 54. Mike, 54. Stay with your man. Check. Rotate. Check. Go.
Now after the turnover, here's Haskins. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
On 1st down, it's Taylor. And he's got some space here. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there on the option. 59 yards. Nothing fancy there. A little smash-mouth football right up the gut on the dive, and it turns into a huge play.
You talk about the fastest way to the secondary. Right up the gut as you described and sprinted into the secondary for a long, long run.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field.
You got tight right there. Switch. Quick dance. Come.
From the gun, Beasley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
Switch.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
Check out, read.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, and we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Beasley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down well short of the 1st at about the 9-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
On 4th down, Beasley. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Tucker with the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively. Pass gets hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead.
You got two sacks. He took you to school.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Motion. Hey, check motion man. Put your hands on him. Get hands on motion man. Mark 55. Mark 55.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Now it's Haskins. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
It's another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big...
Haskins hit, and he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes left side. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Tucker with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now, as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
33 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Haskins on 1st down. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Haskins. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It's a 1st down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. Haskins now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. Being chased out, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Points go up in this one. Certainly deep.